Hello students, I am Sandeep Gohel again in the 12th Commerce Accountancy video. Okay, now in this video we will learn about the next topic, and that is receipt and payment account. In this chapter we have to prepare three accounts: receipt and payment account, then income and expenditure account, and balance sheet. So now we will understand about the receipt and payment account. Okay. Now, this receipt account is like a real account. Why it is real account? Because in 11th commerce we have studied about the rules and regulation of real accounts. The rules of real accounts is debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Okay, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. It means if there is cash is coming in the business, then we have to debit it, and if the cash is going out of the business, then we have to credit it. Okay, and first of all I also want to tell you that this receipt and payment account is the summary of cash book that we have studied in the 11th commerce. In 11th commerce, in cash book we are doing the transaction only and only for cash transaction. Okay, we are recording only for the cash transaction in cash book. If there is if there is receiving of a cash, then we are putting that on the debit side, and if they are outing of the cash, then we are putting on the credit side. Okay, so that thing we have to follow in this also, and that's why we can say that it is the summary of cash book. Okay, now what steps we have to do, we have to keep in our mind, and what to exclude and what to include, that we will learn about. What to exclude, first of all I will tell you. Exclude means not to record. Okay, which transaction not to record in this receipt and payment account? Non-cash transaction. Which are the non-cash transaction that we have to not to record in the receipt and payment account? So what to record? Now I will tell you. That is include. So only cash transaction. Okay, only and only cash transaction that we have to record in this receipt and payment account. Okay, so first of all we have to keep it in our mind that what to record and what not to record. Okay, again I repeat, non-cash transaction that not record because they are non-cash, that's why. And if there are only and only cash transaction, that we have to record. Okay, one more thing. Irrespective period. Okay, irrespective period of transaction, whatever the period of transaction, but if it is of a cash transaction, then we have to record it. Okay, suppose we received an income in 2020 year for year 2018. Okay, of 2018 year income we received that in 2020 year, but it is in cash form, then we have to record it. Same way, if we are getting an advance income for 2021 year, okay, in 2020, then it should be also recorded, whatever it is advanced or not, but it should be in cash form, then we have to record it. So irrespective the period, we don't consider the period whatever it is, but it is in cash form, then we should record. Okay, one more thing, irrespective the nature. Okay, whatever the nature is, capital, receipt, okay, sorry, revenue, not receipt, capital receipt or revenue receipt or capital expenditure or revenue expenditure, whatever it would be, just irrespective means don't consider it. Okay, we don't consider it, we just consider only that it is cash or not. Just thing is This is the most important thing that we have to keep it in our mind. So now this is very important, and now I will tell you the 5 steps for preparing this receipt and payment account. Okay. Steps number 1. First of all, what we have to do? Record opening balance on debit side or receipt side. Okay. Opening balance should be recorded on the debit side, or it would be on receipt side, because it is receipt. That's why we have to say that it is on receipt side whenever it is opening balance. And this opening balance would be in a cash in hand or in a cash in bank. Okay. Or if it is if it is a bank overdraft as an opening balance, then we have to record it onto other side, means payment side we have to record if it is given bank overdraft as an opening balance. Okay. Now the second, on receipt side, record all receipts. Okay. Record all receipts on which side? Receipt side. Okay. That is the second, but it should be in cash form. That is the main condition. Number 3, all cash payments on payment side. Okay, or we call it or as a credit side. Okay, on credit side or payment side we have to record this all payments. And the last one, sorry, not last, but the fourth one, do not record non-cash transaction. Okay, do not record the non-cash transaction in this account. Okay, and the last one, closing balance. And what is closing balance? It is the difference of receipt and payment, and that would be on payment side. On credit side it would be, because it is the difference. Okay, so these 5 steps we have to keep in our mind whenever we are going to prepare the receipt and payment account. Okay, first record the opening balance on debit side or receipt side if it is a cash in hand or cash in bank, and if it is a bank overdraft, then on credit side we have to record as an opening balance. Second, all cash receipts, record on the receipt side. The third one, all cash payments, record on the payment side. Non-cash transaction not to record. And number 5, closing balance, which is the difference of receipt and payment, should be recorded, will be recorded on the credit side, means on payment side. Okay, so these 5 steps we have to record, we have to keep it in our mind. Okay, so now if you keep this all in your mind, then it would be very easy to prepare the receipt and payment account. Okay, so this is all about the video. Now in the next video we will see about the income and expenditure account. Okay, so now goodbye, thank you, welcome.